Welcome, everyone, to People on Dating. I'm your host, Will Morales. This show is about the ups and downs of dating, the good, the bad, the ugly. This show also, the main gist of it is we're just having a conversation, no judgment. So now that I got that out the way, today's topic is I'm calling it online scam on Instagram. So I did a show, maybe last year or something like that on, excuse me, on I call online scams on and it was on Twitter. This one now is on Instagram where women reach out to you or pretending to be women and they're not. So I'm pretty sure they're guys because, like I said, I'm gonna run down this list in no particular order because when I was writing this down, I was remembering it as I went. So so let's get started, okay? So one number now they usually reach out to you either through Twitter, Instagram, or WhatsApp. So this one person reached out to me on WhatsApp, and I'm seeing like a what is it like a 12-digit number? I think starting off with a one and a 234. So I'm looking at it, it says Nigeria, and then curiosity. I said, "Oh, who's this? I'm sorry." And I think I think the person used the name Claire. So, but the phone number was from Nigeria. Usually, and so these are what I call red flags. So I want you guys, and you men out there, to look at this or hear this, and I'll write it down on the show notes. You gotta stop sending money to people that are pretending to be women. An acquaintance, in fact, today at the recording of this show, told me that he had met someone in Connecticut and was sending him pictures, and I think I saw a couple of them, beautiful, sexy woman and everything. That person asked this guy for money, and he of course he said no. So, and I think blocked him. So the other day, in fact, when was it? I think I had like 45 followers or something like that. And over the last week or so, like 20 have been these people that pretending to be women. When I didn't respond, all of a sudden now I went from 45 to like 37 followers. Give or take, I lost 8 like that. So anyway, another red flag. Usually pics don't match. On some of these women, it don't match. The hair color is different. The skin tone is different. I noticed that by seeing a lot of these pictures all the time. So remember, one, watch phone number from Nigeria, especially if it's like a 12-digit number. Ours is what, 9? Yeah, right? Is it 9 or 10? These guys' numbers are extra long, and like an extra 3 numbers compared to ours, if I remember correctly. Okay, they follow more men than they have their own followers. How I know? Because I check. Anytime a woman sends me a picture of her and it's sexy and it's a butt shot or they're in bikinis, I, I check. And like I said, usually they might have like 50 followers, but they're following like 500. And I checked on it because you can see who they're following, and it's mostly men. Within like a day or two, even the same conversation, they're calling you hun or babe already. They know the game. They don't use video or talk on the phone because the first thing I do is like I give them my number. I do. I'm like, why? I got nothing to lose. And I ask them, hey, let's do a phone call. Oh yeah, we'll do a phone call one day. How about video? No, my video's not working. My phone has been out of order. So right there, that's a huge red flag. Another one, they ask you what you do for a living. Again, they don't even know you. They might know your first name through looking at your Instagram tag name, whatever they call that, or not. They ask you what's your name. Let me see. They don't do video or call. They ask you what you do for a living. They ask if you are married or single, right? That's another one. They always ask that if you're married or you're single. Another one, they ask after a day or two of texting money. They usually have a medical issue, or what is it? They now the latest is that they want something to eat. Two times they got text that said if I could help them to get something to eat. And mind you, like I said, these pictures, these women look like they could be, maybe not a runway model, but maybe a bikini model or something like that. Because these girls, the pictures they send are really, they really look good. Let's see. So yeah, after a day or two of texting, they ask for money. They have, like I said, a medical issue, or they want something to eat. One woman, which happened recently, asked if I wanted to hook up with her, and again out of curiosity, I said, yeah, definitely. When? She said, today. I'm close to you. That's what she said. But send me $100 now and 100 after the deed is done. And I'm like, please. And she kept on, are you going to send the money soon? Are you going to send it? Are you going to send it now? When are you going to send it? So again, a huge red flag. Let me see what else they got. 99% of them, in most cases, I could be wrong, but what I've noticed in most cases, they're in another city or state. So they'll ask you where you live. And if you say so and so, like for me, let's say I say New York, they're in the opposite end. They're either in Miami or California. Like I said before, the women's pictures are usually sexy poses in lingerie or in bikini. So, like I said, guys, these are red flags. They're going to ask for money. And that's why they have so many followers. When you look at their followers, see how many are men compared to women. Another red flag, excuse me, and welcome back to People on Dating. I'm your host, Will Morales. They also, like I said, just look at the followers. Look how many they have compared to who they're following. Again, it's usually men. They're calling you hun or babe. They don't want to use video call or a phone call. They don't want to call you. They don't want to talk to you because usually these guys are men. Excuse me. They can get pictures from any part in the world in internet and just make it their own. They can have like 50 shots already up on their phone. They're asking for money, and it works because these guys are running game. And the guys out there that are lonely and desperate, and now they get themselves a pen pal or a phone pal, or let me rephrase it, a text pal. They're gonna send money, and then they disappear. So to me, guys, these are, in my opinion, places to meet someone. Meetup.com. Meetup.com is a platform where there's tons and tons of clubs, whether it's business clubs, social clubs, age specific. You could go there. I'm sorry, guys. If you're into business networking, you always meet, there's women that go there. It might be like 10 guys to 3 women, but you never know. But there's women at these events. I've gone to tons of them, and I see women at these events. Let me see. Speed dating. Again, they make it age specific. You can go to meetup.com and just put speed dating, and they got a bunch of dates, and they break it down into sections of ages. I think they got 3. I think it's like maybe 25 to 38, and then like 39 to 40 something, and then over 50. And there's singles event where it's just mix and mingle. So to me, forget about meeting women online. To me, I don't have any faith in that. So I really believe that by going to these places, like I said, a meetup, they have a business networking, speed dating, singles events. If go to a sports bar. Sometimes you might meet women there that are, that like sports. So to me, guys, like I said, it's unnecessary to send someone money. And just to think, they're calling you babe and hun after a day or two of texting. Sorry, I don't even know if that came out right. But, don't fall for that. Guys, please meet someone in person, get to know them. You get their feeling, you hear their voice, you see their expression on their face. A text is soulless. You can't, unless they capitalize their letters, then you know if they're mad at you. But no, guys, please don't do that. Don't send no money. And like I said, look at the red flags. I named like 10 or 12 of them. One phone number from Nigeria. I want to repeat it. Pics don't match. Most of the time, from her. They follow more men than they have followers. They are calling you hun or babe, etc. after a day or two. They don't use video or call or voice. They ask what you do for a living. They ask if you are married or single. They ask after a day or two of texting money because they have a medical issue or they want something to eat. It's usually a medical issue. One woman asked me if I wanted to hook up. And if I did it today, pay half right now and half later. Oh, yeah, I'll never see that person again. She said that she's doing it for security reasons. 99% of them usually live in another city, opposite from you. Most of these women pics are sexy pics. They're in lingerie or bikini. And my stance where to meet someone. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening on People on Dating. I'm your host, Will Morales. If you do look for me, please go to peopleondating.com. That's peopleondating.com. Also, you can find me on Instagram, People on Dating, on Twitter, People on Dating. I have a Facebook group. I think it's called People on Dating YouTube show. You can find me there. And before I go, just a couple more things. Please go to Apple Podcasts. Please subscribe, leave a review. It tells us how we can make this show better. You can find us on Google Podcasts. Also, we're on Spotify. On behalf of People on Dating, I'm Will Morales. Until next time, thanks everybody. And please, please stay safe. Bye.